What's up, everyone? I got Eric here with the final Destiny Hero deck profile of the year. He just won a crazy case tournament, and he bringing the deck profile. Take it away, bro.
What's up? Happy holidays, end of the year, but new format. Let's go. Starting off with Plasma, he's basically like the boss monster of the deck, especially the main deck. That's very important because Dimensional Barrier is going to be played a lot right now to stop Yugioh, and that hurts us because it's mostly a fusion deck. So it's good to have something in your main deck that you can use that it puts in a lot of work too. Plasma is very underrated. It's good going first or second, and when it's backed by D4s, it's even better. And he also doubles as the draw engine because it works with trade-in and D-draw. So it's 3 Plasma. You kind of always want to have it. The one Dreadmaster, this was like a Tenpai and OTK tech, but still worth it, and a trade-in target. Destiny Hero Malicious, doesn't even need explanation. Great extender. The level 4s are kind of a toolbox. Like these can all be taken in and out of side decking and whatnot. They all kind of have a use. Like for example, going first, you like this guy. He almost always hits. Going second is better to use him. And then this comes in handy against decks that run field spells and things like that, like Runic and whatnot. And the draw 2 effect combos well with other cards when you can manipulate the top deck or you know what you're drawing. It combos really well with Dark Angel. Denier. Most people run one. I like the second Denier because this runs Pot of Desires and I don't want to lose the other one. And then also to normal summon Denier once the Malicious has already been banished is also basically full combo. So this, I'm using 2 of this. Dark Angel. This, I don't think it's super strong this format, but this with Rivalry is usually a good game. So you can kind of steal games once in a while with this. And people don't know this other effect. Like to give it to your opponent to try to lock them out of using spells is one thing, but it's other effect that in the standby you can manipulate your top deck and manipulate their top deck can really come in handy, especially if you're running some of the cards that I am in the side deck we'll get into. 3 Vision Hero Vyon, this is the best starter. The 1 Stratos and the 1 Shadow Mist. Again, 1 and with the 3 Hero Lives, that should be fine. How I said, Mass Change is not super strong right now, and Dark Law is not, a boss right now, so it's fine. It could be 2 so that your second Vyon summon is always alive, but it's fine. Fusion Destiny, best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Hero Lives. Again, it could be your Dark Law button, or it could just be a starter if you bring out Stratos and search for something, keep going off. Triple Tactics Thrust is basically what this whole deck is themed on. Almost every card in the deck and the side deck can be searched with this. Triple D draw, just turbo engine, double trade-in, also turbo engine. The double poly, more turbo. This is generally more turbo. The other effects are nice too, especially the to take and then sack with Plasma. Or go into something in your extra deck with their monster, but usually you want to draw with this. The double Foolish Burial Goods, I'm going to send off usually something that you want to bring back with Wonder Driver, the Break the Destiny to search, or the combo with Succumbing-Song Morganite and Time Tearing Morganite. Fusion Sage, really old card, just searches Polymerization, so sometimes instead of having to rely on Vyon, you can just cheat it out with this. Over Destiny, another old Aster Phoenix card, basically just emergency teleports a Destiny hero from the deck. So again, Denier comes in handy with that. It gets its effect. Reinforcement the Army, Foolish Burial, 1 Upstart Goblin. People laugh that I play this in a 60 card deck, but this entire Destiny hero archetype is about being able to manipulate the future and tell the future and whatnot. And with Dominance and Diamond Dude and Dark Angel and Celestial, you can kind of draw a card that you know instead of just drawing a random card with this. So it's very strong. Card destruction. pretty good this format, especially if you do it with this, so that they banish their whole hand. The Called By, wasn't playing this for a long time because it's a quick play, and most of this deck is all normal spells. But because of Ryziel and the Aggregator combo, I feel like I needed this again. Serial Spell, again, everything is normal spells, everything's turboed out. This thing is so versatile. You can do Pot of Desires, Triple Tactics Talent, D-Draw, trade in to draw 4. You can use TTT to take 2 out of their hand, take 2 of their monsters. Basically does anything. Fusion Destiny times 2 is insane. Triple D-Force. Again, sometimes this is just tanky to grab Plasma to trade it in and keep going, searching for what you need. And sometimes if you summon Plasma while this is on board, it's usually the end of the game. So again, another very underrated card. Break of Destiny, good with Foolish Burial Goods. You can search the D-Force or the D-Tactics. Every turn I can banish something, Trishula style, anytime DP comes back. Dominance Impulse, I might flex this out for something, but in my opinion, it's like the best normal trap that I could grab off of Thrust if I'm going first. And very good against Fiendsmith and the Rivalry of Warlords. Again, might flex this out because it's not a normal trap and I can't grab it with the Thrust, but sometimes it can still use some games, especially with Dark Angel.
Okay, now for the extra deck.
Okay, I ran the standard hero package for Destiny Heroes, Cross Crusader at 2 because it comes in handy sometimes. I ran the Little Knight. Little Knight's a warrior and dark, so this has a lot of synergy with the deck, and sometimes I like to put out what I would call like the 3 horsemen that I'll show you in a second that is a pretty tough board to get over. So I'll hold her there. Wonder Driver. I'm thinking about taking this out because the thing I want to recycle with it is Mass Change usually, and because I'm only running the 1 Mass Change and the 1 Dark Law, it's not as strong as it was before, and also I don't like that it conflicts with Dominance Impulse because it's a light. But for a standard hero build, usually still mandatory. Dread Decimator, also big fan of it. A lot of people don't like it, but sometimes helps you get over things and push, and it makes your dystopia alive. As for XYZs, I'm playing the Aggregator. I don't think I can summon this, but it's good for Ultimate Slayer against Ryziel. I'm playing the Baguska. I can summon this anytime I drop 2 level 4s, which is very easy in this deck because a hero lives is basically equals this if you need it. And I'm playing Morganite, so I can just summon 2 level 4s whenever. Super Star Slayer Typhon, Sky Crisis. If you bring this out, you're usually losing, but there's some cards in the side deck that have really good synergy with this. Chaos Angel. This is like my marquee hero invention. It's Vyon equals this. A lot of cards, Malicious plus Vyon equals this.
But you only make it with dark.
I only make it dark,
yeah.
but not for long. You will see. I can't wait till Doom Prison comes out. This thing is gonna be nuts. Into the fusions, the 1 Dark Law, the 1 Destiny Hero Dangerous, double DPE. I could go to 1, but I'm still, I guess, traumatized by the Kashtira format, and they're still running around a little bit. So it's at 2, the 1 Dystopia, and the Dominance. Most important guy in the deck. Very underrated. As for what I was talking about, the 3 horsemen, it's very easy to bring out this, and this with very minimal card effort, like a Vyon and a Malicious, and things, for example. And then because they can't be destroyed by battle, the SP can't be easily ran over without them activating an effect. And then also, they're going to be small anyways because of this. And then these guys can kind of like chain and play tag in and tag out. So this setup, these 3 out is a big pain for the opponent.
Okay, and then finally the side deck.
All right, getting to the side deck. Again, this changes every day, but meta call for the tournament that I won, the Ultimate Slayer, new hot card against Ryziel, especially with the Aggregator combo. And then again, I play every type of extra deck monster, so I can use this against any opponent. The double exchange, super fun, super spicy. Shout out to Steven. We like this going first. We like this going second, just to make sure there's no pesky hand traps that are gonna interrupt our plays. Dark Ruler no more. I don't like this card at all because you can't win the turn you activate it. So I might take it out again, but overall it's strong again because some of the stuff that would make this not go through is like out of the format, like the U-Bell Unchained traps going off and things like that, so they can chain the Desiree. So I think like this is back to being like pretty good. Salesman is just a baby version of this. I can call a hand trap that I saw from this, or that I know they have, or that I know might stop me, and then it's just basically like a one-turn prohibition. This is a good board breaker for any kind of towers, doesn't target. I can thrust into this and win when time is up. Harpy's Feather Duster, no explanation needed. And then for the traps, all normal traps, all able to be searched by thrust. The Deck Devastation Virus and Eradicator Epidemic Virus. That's what I was talking about before with the Superstar Slayer. Both of these, if you're losing and you need to kind of make a comeback, he can, you know, freeze their 3000s, bounce something maybe, and then you can set this and maybe live another turn and destroy stuff that's bothering you. This card specifically ends some decks like Labyrinth and Trap Tricks, etc., whatever. Against Runic, it wins. Other decks that use a lot of spells, you know, Whitewood, Centurion, whatever. And then Deck Devi right now is good against literally everything. D-Barrier, again, goes without explanation, turns off a lot of decks. The Grisaille Prison, kind of the same thing, but this time is for more than one turn. So against any kind of Synchro or XYZ deck, they basically lose if you're able to pull this off. And then Mischief of the Gnomes. Anti-Ryziel, Synchro, you know, any kind of deck like that, tech. It doesn't affect me at all, basically.
Okay, so we're at the end of the video. Do you have any final thoughts?
New format, new ban list. Not a big fan of this ban list or any ban list really. I wish they would have freed more cards and made it even more of a bigger pool and more creative. I wish they would bring back some of those OG normal spells. But the format feels somewhat fresh. I'm glad Tenpai is not stealing wins anymore as much. And I feel like as far as heroes go, this format, especially this type of hero build that I play, this format gives us a lot of opportunity and we could actually see some success because the top tier decks are not as oppressive or they're not as relentless as the decks of just a few weeks and months ago were. So yeah, I'm excited. I'll be trying to play this and test out some new stuff. And then of course, new hero support's coming soon. So that'll change everything around and some of those cards are going to be really good. And yep, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thanks for watching.
Well, thanks, Eric, for coming on the channel. Thanks for all the times you showed up this year and hope to see you next year.
Yeah, and what is wrong with you guys? Stop letting me top with this. What is wrong with you?
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and leave a like and comment. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future.